The first question many players had when they hopped on Season 27 was, where is the wildcard version of Olympus, as it was featured in the trailer, promotional images, and it was even confirmed by Respawn? Well, I got to play it a bit early, so I have played it, and it turns out it is coming, but we're gonna have to wait some time, as if you go over to the patch notes for Season 27, there's a section about the map rotations for the season, and over in wildcard, it says, wildcard, from the 4th of November to the 18th of November, it's Kings Canyon. And then it doesn't tell us what comes after, but I can confirm after the 18th, Kings Canyon will get replaced by Olympus in a brand new event that does bring the katanas and a new limited time weapon. So let me tell you about the event, because Respawn actually gave me the information about it, and also I did get to play it for a very short amount of time. As mentioned prior, this event isn't far away. It releases on November the 18th and runs until December the 16th, and it's called the Supersonic event, and all of the items are based around racing and speed, while the heirloom for this event is the dual katanas. But I'll show you those properly soon, including the katana variants. A big part of this event is going to be the R99 Mythic skin. The R99 Mythic has already released as a skin, but this event is going to be where it becomes a weapon, the Bird of Prey. It's going to drop in Rampart care packages in wildcard, and at the care package, Rampart and Valkyrie will greet you. The way this thing works is quite cool, because it does shoot a rack of missiles that do a fair amount of damage, but these missiles cannot be shot at will. Instead, the user of the weapon has to build up heat within the weapon, which is built up by dealing damage to enemies, and when you build up enough heat, it will shoot the rack of missiles. It's basically like Tone from Titanfall 2, where you hit 3 shots and then that allows you to shoot homing missiles onto someone. That is what it's most similar to, and I think that's a deliberate thing. I think Respawn tried to make this almost the Tone weapon. Now, there is a slight issue. In the playtest, there was a bit of a glitch that Respawn have likely fixed by now around the R99, where whenever it shot the missiles off, it would cause a server error and crash the server. So I only have very limited footage of this weapon, because obviously there quickly became an agreement not to pick it up so we could play wildcard. But that is going to be coming, and it's going to be rarer than the other mythic weapons like the mythic R301 and the mythic Flatline, as currently from my experience only 1 spawns per care package instead of 3, so you're going to want to fight your teammates for this one. Of course, as mentioned prior, and I wish this was already in game but it's not, the Olympus wildcard update will be arriving as well, and it does have some changes. It has the same walls everywhere like Kings Canyon, so there's more cover around the map, and also Waterfall is replaced by a giant skull, which is the same skull from Cage on Kings Canyon on their wildcard variant. So it's cool to see like a constant feature between these wildcard maps. And also I do believe there are more zip rails around the map, and also there are new platforms around the map. As you can see, I land on a platform here that actually leads me directly to one of the Grrt towers. There are many changes around the map, but I didn't get much time to see them all. But honestly, Respawn have done a good job to pace Olympus for wildcard, at least in my experience. And Somers University is really fun to land at, because it has these new platforms everywhere that you can fight on above all the chaos, which quickly become the center points in the absolute firefight over there. We are getting new wildcard upgrades as well, and one of them is Fade's passive from Apex Mobile, I swear. The wildcards we do have are Burning Rubber, a wildcard that makes you leave a trail of fire in your wake so enemies can trip over it and get burned. Extra Zippy, an upgrade that refills shields and speed boosts you when on zip lines or zip rails. Eyes in the Sky, which highlights enemies when you are airborne, and also the Quick and the Dead, which highlights enemies that are on the ground. Get Up and Go, which gives a speed boost after revives, and a Long for the Slide, which gives you a faster, longer slide. I actually got to test this one, and this was extremely fun, honestly. Your slides do go so far, and you've almost kind of got to learn this ability to make sure you don't overslide and maybe slide into enemies and accidentally screw yourself over. But this is a great little upgrade to have, and it is the same passive as Fade from Apex Mobile, so it's really cool to see that actually come as a kind of ability. As I mentioned prior, this event is going to be the Katana event, which is really exciting. And the katanas feel nice. I'm sure you've seen them non-stop in early access gameplay of Season 27. But they come in several variants, and by far the Blossom variant is my favourite, because it actually gives off a trail of digital blossoms when you're running. But you also have many other variants, like a carbon, fibre and yellow variant, which I didn't really like too much. You also have the original Death Duet variant, and the Blood Moon blade. But honestly, everybody loved the Blossom one, which is Sakura's Edge. The attack animations are pretty solid, but I think the inspect animations and just the walking animations is where it shines. It is dual wield, so it looks absolutely beautiful, and it has some really flashy inspects. Even one where you double up the swords and make a double-sided sword. There's another where you just pop some champagne, but it also has a crouching animation with a secret. The crouching inspect animation for this is just where you pop a little sushi into your mouth, you just eat it up, but if you're playing a simulacrum, so Ash, Rev, or even Pathfinder, he is a robot though, you're not actually able to eat the sushi, you just knock it against your face and drop it on the floor and get a bit frustrated, which is really cool that Respawn thought this out. This is a milestone event, which I think is just the default at this point, which is a bit of a shame. So that means to get these swords, you will either have to get very lucky or buy out the whole event. This event is going to have some pretty cool legend skins because it does have a racing theme. It has this Sparrow skin, definitely his best so far. We have this Crypto skin with a skull, mask and goggles. Honestly, people are going to really like this. We have this Mirage skin, which I honestly can't make my mind upon. I really liked it at the start, but also everyone pointed out he looks like Simon Cowell and his haircut is really badly done, which I can't stop focusing on, and now it's kind of ruined it for me because I keep focusing on it. They've kind of sabotaged me, thank you stream chat. Also, we have this Horizon skin, which is definitely one of her best. People are going to love this. I would not say it is her best, as the Evil Horizon skin does look a bit better and has a special intro. But still, this skin is going to have its fan base. She's basically a Power Ranger. And we have this Catalyst skin, which I would definitely say this is up there with Catalyst's best skins. In my opinion, some of her skins just do her dirty, but this is one of her really nice ones. We get some pretty cool weapon skins. People really love the legendary R99 in this event. We get this Triple Take skin, which might be of interest now the Triple Take's a bit more common. We got this RE45, this Flatline, this L-Star, this Eva, and then this Nemesis. Also, in this event, there is no wishlist tab, hooray! So we do just have normal epic items. Now, none of them are particularly notable, although I do kind of like the contrast on this Pathfinder skin. And as mentioned prior, this event is going to have an event shop, which means you will have the opportunity to get free packs. Plus, this is going to be active for literally a whole month, and looking at the date it finishes, I do wonder if it's going to be immediately followed by a Christmas event, as Respawn always do a Christmas event. So we have very interesting times ahead for Apex Legends, and I can't wait to see where it goes. But it's not long till Olympus Wildcard comes, and I do wish it was here already, because I only play Wildcard pretty much. Anyway, subscribe to keep updated to see if anything changes.